For those of you out there buying houses, you hear me all the time say, hey, keep your money out of houses. These hills back here behind me are just filled with $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, $30 million, right? Let me see if I can point that, if I can, yeah, right there, 30, 35 million maybe, I don't know, it could be 40 million. It's ridiculous. And that's gonna create the illusion on these hills. I used to live right there where those piney, let me see if I can get my finger right there. And I sold that house for $18 million. Made a bunch of money on it. That house is probably worth $30 million today, maybe more than that. I don't know. It's some stupid, ridiculous number. You can't even think with it. Dre lived right in front of me, and he sold that house for $30 million, the house in front of him. Elena, here's our house, our old house right here. And they scraped it. Now, all this creates the illusion for those of you who are hearing about housing and the guy that made all this money on a house. And, you know, I almost never tell anybody I made money on a house because I don't want you guys to get the illusion. It's an illusion, okay? It's an illusion. In these hills, I'm gonna predict this right now, in these hills, in the next 5 years, look at this, they're building one right there in the corner right there, okay? That's gonna be maybe an eighth of an acre, maybe probably a quarter of an acre, a 16th of an acre. They're probably gonna spend $15 million to build that house. There's so much building going on in these hills right now. Trust me, you got money in these hills, run, sell it, grab your dough, and go to the stove. Because when this thing falls apart, the last time I was here, it was 2004. You couldn't give a house away between 2004 and 2012. You couldn't give a house away in these hills. When it breaks, folks, it will break hard, okay? It will be ugly. Nobody ever brags about how much money they lost in the casino. They just tell you how much money they made. Casinos are built on losses, okay? These hills will scrap people. I'm just telling you, when I left that house, and I have no investment, I'm not trying to hurt the real estate market. I'm heavily invested in real estate, income investment properties. Don't try to get rich like this, okay? If you get rich and you want to come drop 30 million in a house, or 10 million, or 5 million, you get rich, you want to come up here and live and kick back and have the best view, well, that's one thing. But that's once you're rich. This is not how these people got rich. I promise you, there's not a person in these hills that got rich buying a house. Now, I want to go back to the first part of my story where I sold that house and made $8 million. Because you're like, what do you mean, dude? You're talking about people get hurt in houses and you made $8 million. I took that $8 million and I went and put all of it. That was the last time we bought a house. Put all that money into apartments. That $8 million is probably worth today, I don't know, $100 million because it produces income. You're not going to buy an $8 million house that's going to go to $100 million. And provide you with income while you're doing it. Every one of these people in these homes up here, they're having to fund the house, fund the property taxes, fund taking care of it, fund, F-U-N-D, ain't fun to put in the pit, to pay for the gas, to heat the pool, to take care of the landscaping, okay? To take care of the mess, to take care of the glasses, to clean the windows off, to take care of the insides. This is a beautiful house. So many emotional things about a house. But just because it feels good doesn't mean it's going to make you money. And just because it makes you money, you got to understand, to make money in this house, you have to pay every month. Aren't you better invested in a business? Pay your business. Pay for advertising, not for the landscaping. Rent where you live. Rent where you live. 2 messages today. Rent where you live. Rent where you live. I want to get a coffee. Rent where you live. Rent where you live. There's nothing bad about it. Rent where you live, and take all that other money and invest it in income producing properties that pays you cash. Second message, these hills, you'll be able to buy cheaper here in the next 5 years. Good luck investing however you do it. Hope you like this message. Subscribe to the channel. Watch the next video. It's killer. God bless you guys. Be great. 2020 is going to be awesome. 10x your lives. Get your money working.